Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and our outstanding sponsors who make these live presentations possible for you fans to enjoy. I am Joseph Brett alongside my cameraman David Alvarez, coming to you live from Lithia and Driveway Fields here in Medford, Oregon. We thank you for joining us on today's broadcast. We welcome you to Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. As we get set for this matchup, it is the Glencoe Crimson Tide coming into town to take on your South Medford Panthers. This is game 2 of our doubleheader. Action just getting underway here in game number 2. The first game finishing by a final score of 17-3 in favor of the Glencoe Crimson Tide. Take a look at that first game here. Glencoe putting up 11 hits with 7 RBIs. They were able to draw 11 walks, only struck out 7 times. And a fly ball here to center field. It will be caught by the Panthers for out number 2 here in the first inning. That is Burns out in center field. For the Panthers, it's defensively Danica Ostvik in left field. Luna Burns is in center field. In right field is Riley Keyser. At first for the Panthers today, it is I'm not sure who is at first. At second base will be Addison Kaufman. At third base will be Hazley Gray. Pitching is Ashlyn Cooper. And at shortstop is the freshman Taylor Shack. As South Medford holds Glencoe to 0 runs on 0 hits in the top half of the first inning. We take a look at game number 1. Glencoe put up 4 in the top of the first. The Panthers answered with 3 in the bottom half. Glencoe put up another 2 runs in the second inning. The Panthers were held scoreless in the bottom half of the second. Then Glencoe went on a rally in the third inning, putting up 11 runs. They were able to hold the Panthers scoreless the rest of the way. South Medford did the same. It ended in a run rule in the 5th, with Glencoe again winning 17-3. Pitching for the Panthers in game 1 was Gomez. That is Aaliyah Gomez. She threw 2.2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 8 runs, 3 earned, 4 strikeouts, and 8 walks. Ashlyn Cooper, who is pitching and starting game number 2, came in for the Panthers. She threw 2.1 innings, gave up 7 hits, 9 runs, 6 of those earned, 3 strikeouts, and 3 walks. The Panthers as a team in the first game, 3 runs, only on 3 hits, and 3 base on balls, and the Panthers struck out 8 times in the ball game. Gomez throwing 102 pitches in that 2.2 innings of work for the Panthers. Cooper came in, and in 2.1, she threw 63 pitches. So the Panthers not having the best day on the mound that they would have hoped for here. against Glencoe, but this is the first game of the season, the first series of the season for the Panthers. They're just feeling things out and getting their legs underneath them. A lot younger of a team than they had last year, and they are without Jordan Knutson, who was their star pitcher last year, all-conference first-team pitcher for the Panthers. Foul ball here. Goes out of play just past the dugout of the Crimson Tide. It is Danica Ostwick at the plate for South Medford. She's got a 2-1 count. Pitching for Glencoe is Brester. Not here on our... Yep, there she is, Lexi Brester. She is a sophomore pitcher for the Crimson Tide. Ostwick, a senior, one of the more experienced players on this Panther team, who only has 3 seniors this year, and then a mix of juniors, sophomores, and 4 freshmen on the roster for the Panthers to open up the season, as Ostwick with a swing and a foul ball into the glove of the catcher. And there's now 1 away in the bottom of the first inning. Glencoe, coached by Wade Sulfed, assisted by Taylor Dow, Sydney Sulfed, Isabel Womack, and Jensen Becker. They come out of the Pacific Conference in the 6A. The Panthers, of course, coached by Miranda Gillespie and assisted by Luis Lerma. South Medford coming out of the Southwest Conference down here in Southern Oregon. Have the opportunity to be able to use this beautiful complex in Lithia and Driveway fields that we have here in Medford, Oregon. They schedule a lot of their early season games down here at this complex. Normally this time of the year we're dealing with some, rain and other issues. So we have these 8 beautiful turfed fields down here in Southern Oregon for baseball and softball. Another big baseball field just behind us, and then another one, Harry and David Field, used for our collegiate players in the summertime, and South Medford, North Medford, and other teams utilize that throughout the year for baseball. We got football fields, soccer fields, so a beautiful, beautiful complex down here, and just a great place to be able to play a baseball or softball game. No weather issues to deal with today, as it is a beautiful sunny afternoon in Southern Oregon. Just a few wispy clouds in the sky this afternoon. High of just about 77 degrees today, as Luna Burns fouls that one off and now looks at a 1-2 count. Your coverage today brought to you by Table Rock Sports, Oregon's leading provider of live high school athletic streams through our Lithia Superstore Game Center at TableRockSports.net. We welcome our home and visiting fans who are watching today. Joe Brett is our executive producer. Our sponsors keep these events free for you fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, well, find that red subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube right now, give it a click and get notified when all games go live across the network. Burns working a 2-2 count from Brester. Brester delivers on the 2-2, and that one's going to be low, and the count now full. Burns in the first game for the Panthers had 3 at-bats. She ended with no hits, 1 run on 1 walk, and struck out once. Here's a slap back to the pitcher, And it's caught for out number 2. Brester snapping that one off from Burns. And now coming to the plate for South Medford, it will be Taylor Shack. Shack in game number 1. 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. That pitch down low brings the count to 2-0. Here's a changeup. Slow roller back to the first baseman. And she steps on the bag. For out number 3, that's Callie Fairmount. Playing first base this afternoon for Glencoe. We take a look at Glencoe defensively this afternoon. At first base, we just mentioned Fairmount. At second base, it is Allison Glaze. At third base, Amelia Busca. At shortstop, it is McKenna Petrick. At second base, I think we covered that one, Allison Glaze. In left field, it will be Isabella Howell. In center field, it is Harlow Husan. And in right field this afternoon, we have Reagan Dean. The Panthers back out onto the field as we head to the top half of the second inning. And Fairmount will come to the plate for her first appearance in the ball game. Fairmount, take a look at the first game. She was 1 for 2. 2 runs scored, 1 hit, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Here's the pitch, and time was not granted to the batter. That pitch in there for a ball. A wind up and the delivery low into the turf off the plate for ball 2. That one in there for a strike at the belt. Count now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch swung through and missed. Evens things up 2-2 now. The 2-2 driven out into center field, and it will be caught out there by Danica Ostvick. So now 1 away in the top of the second. This one driven out into center as well. Going to get down in front of Ostvick for a base hit. That is Kendall Mishler with the hit for the Crimson Tide. And with one out, the Tide have a runner on first base. That's now going to bring to the plate for Glencoe the pitcher here in game number 2, Lexi Brester. Brester pops up the first pitch. It's into shallow right field. It's going to be caught. And the Panthers with 2 away, making the catch out there in right is Riley Keyser. Harlow Huson now at the plate. Looks at the first pitch for a ball, up and away. And swings at the next and fouls it off into the backstop. That'll even the count 1-1 with 2 away. And Misher standing on first. That one's going to be just outside. Cooper to deliver the 2-1, and it's swung through for strike 2. Now we got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. And a runner on first. Here's the 2-2. Change up. Driven into shallow left field, and it's going to be foul. Over the top of the head of South Medford's third baseman, Hazley Gray. Two, up and away. This one's driven out into the gap in left center. It's down. Glencoe waving the runner home. No throw to the plate, and the Crimson Tide strike here in the bottom of the top half of the second inning on a double by Harlow Huson. Huson. Not Son, it's Huson. My apologies. So now coming to the plate after the double is Reagan Dean. Hits a ball up the middle. It's stopped by the Panthers shortstop Shack, but she's not able to get up in time to make a play on it to first. It'll be a single for Dean, and that moves Huson over to third. And now with 2 away, the Crimson Tide have runners on the corners. And the left-handed batting Isabella Howell comes to the plate. Howell, first pitch is, I believe, a called ball. Dean sneaking over to second there. So now 2 runners in scoring position for the Tide. Cooper delivers. Swung through and missed. And a foul ball. Count now 1-2 to Howell. And a swing and a miss. Panthers get out of a jam. The Tide will leave 2 runners stranded. On a couple of hits, they score 1. And they take the lead into the bottom of the second inning. It is Glencoe 1, South Medford 0. Panthers coming to the plate. First, we'll have a quick word from some of our sponsors, starting with Lithia Superstore and Sherm's Thunderbird.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford has a large selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. We make it easy to drive home in the new vehicle of your dreams. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford has a large selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. We make it easy to drive home in the new vehicle of your dreams. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Yeah. Back here on Table Rock Sports, it's the bottom half of the second inning. The Panthers give up 1 in the top half to give the Tide the lead. Now leading things off for the Panthers is Aaliyah Gomez. Gomez, the left-handed batter, swings through that one, and the count now 1-1. New pitcher in there for Glencoe is Callie Fairmount. Fairmont, I should say. No U in there. Fairmont gets Gomez to swing through that one for strike 2. And Gomez swings and misses. And she goes down on strikes for the first out. Mia Durst now coming to the plate with one away. Foul ball here, going to go over the top of the backstop. And the count now 0-2 for Cooper. My apologies, it is not Durst, it is Ashlyn Cooper at the plate. Pitcher this afternoon for the Panthers. Looks at that one down and in. Count now 1-2. Cooper swings and fouls that one off to stay alive. Still behind in the count though. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That pitch getting away from Fairmont. Evens the count up now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Swung and fouled off. Out of play. And another foul ball. And Cooper, after falling behind 0-2, has turned this into a pretty good at-bat. Battling here with 4 foul balls. And looks at that one down for ball 3, and the count now full. And we'll see if Cooper is able to win this battle, which has been a 13 pitch at bat. Or excuse me, 10 pitch at bat. And that one inside for ball 4. And so Cooper battles and draws the walk and gets a runner on first now for South Medford with 1 away. They try to backpick Cooper over at first, and she's able to get back in safely. Adele Gunter at the plate now for the Panthers. And that one misses, and she's ahead. Nope, they call it a strike. Umpire not giving much of a signal back there, but count now 1-1. This one driven back up the middle by Gunter, and the one out hit puts runners on first and second. That's going to bring to the plate the second baseman, Addison Kaufman. And we'll have a meeting by the catcher and pitcher here. Infield convenes together, outfield as well. We're going to talk things over here real quick. First pitch in for a strike. The 0-1 swung on to the third baseman. She'll scoop it up, tag her back. And the Panthers will keep runners at first and second as the Tide get the lead runner, Cooper, trying to advance to third. Now Hazley Gray, the freshman for South Medford at the plate. Chance to tie the ball game up with a ball into the outfield somewhere. Something in the gap could score two, possibly. Gray now with a 1-1 count. The 1-1 in the dirt, or in the turf, I should say, and makes it 2 balls and a strike. Gray swings through that offering from Fairmount. Now the count 2-2, 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Panthers looking to tie the ball game up with a base hit here from Gray. She drives one. It's taken by the shortstop. Throw to first. Pulls her off the bag. And the Tide able to get the play at first. Brester came off the bag but was able to get back on there. And that'll do it for the bottom half of the second. We'll head to the top of the third. Glencoe leading 1-0. Back after a word from Road Credit Union and Bill's Glass.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in here.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
We're back here on Table Rock Sports, your Lithia Superstore game of the week. It is Glencoe leading 1-0 here in the top of the third inning. Panthers left two runners stranded in the bottom half of the second. Top of the third, a bunt laid down. It's a good one. And getting on down there to first is Buska with a leadoff bunt for a single for the Tide. And it's going to now bring to the plate Allison Glaze. Glaze looks at the first pitch for a strike. The next one in there, a low ball hit to the third baseman. Throw to second. It gets away. It's all the way into the outfield. It gets past Ostvik. They're waving home Buska. Heading to third and holding up is Glaze. It'll be an error on the run scored by the Panthers. A fielder's choice there on the hit. That's going to bring to the plate Kelly Fairmont. And she pops the first one up, and it's going to get just out of play over the top of the backstop. And she drives this one, got a hold of it, but fouled down the left field line. So the Tide now leading 2-0 on the air by South Medford. Fairmont at the plate has a 0-2 count. The pitch high, snagged by South Medford's catcher. That's Adele Gunter working behind the plate. The 0-2 driven shallow into center field. Ospic throws it, cut off. Panthers throw it to the plate, and it's wide, and that will advance Fairmont to second. And Coach Gillespie is going to come out and have a talk with her team. So a couple of errors here by the Panthers in the top of the third inning. And Glencoe now with 2 runs in the inning have a 3-0 lead. Fans, our sponsors make it possible to bring you our spring sports coverage. Thank you to General Manager Justin Lombardi and our title sponsor here again in 2026, the Lithia Superstore on Highway 62, your home for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles and trucks. And before or after the game is always a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite treat. Dutch Bros supports the communities that support them. And also for over 30 years, there's been no better place after the game than Abby's Pizza. Make new memories at Abby's. Chop swing there, gets down just past Kaufman. And Glencoe now with runners on the corners after Misher gets the single. 1 out. Runners on first and third. Glencoe will pinch run Allie Mayer over at first. And it brings to the plate. Pinch runner. Or courtesy runner. Swinging at the first pitch here is Lexi Brester, who started the game on the mound. Pitched 1 inning. Gave up no runs. Had Fairmont come in and replace her. That pitch going to be just high for a ball. So now Brester with a 1-1 count. And the runner is out. Spending too much time there in the baseline when the ball got back into the circle. So now 2 outs and a runner on third. Brester still at the plate, has a 2-1 count. And, sorry, it was 3-1. And she draws the walk. So Brester at first. Marion over at third. Brings to the plate number 6. Harlow Huson hits it into right field hard. Ball cut off into the shortstop. Keyser getting it in quickly for the Panthers, but that base hit will drive in another run for the Crimson Tide, who now have a 4-0 lead. So now it's runners on first and second. Reagan Dean comes to the plate. 1 for 1 already in the ball game. Looks at the first pitch down for a ball. Here's a ball popped up into right field. Coming in and making the catch is Keyser. And that'll do it for the top of the third. Glencoe tacks on 3 more. And the Panthers with some work to do now. Trail 4-0. We head to the bottom half of the inning. You're listening on TableRockSports.net.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you. Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Back on Table Rock Sports with your Lithia Superstore game of the week. South Medford trailing 4-0 as we head to the bottom half of the inning, and the Panthers coming to the plate. Your game today brought to you by the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events, and also by Hart Insurance, providing personal and business coverage in Grants Pass and in Medford. First pitch here from Fairmont is a ball. To right fielder Riley Keyser at the plate for the Panthers. Fairmont delivers, and Keyser swings and misses. 0-2 now to Keyser. And she swings and misses. Foul tip into the glove of the catcher. Now coming to the plate for South Medford is your center fielder, Danica Ostvik. And she'll foul the first one off. The 0-1, change up. And it's in there for a strike. 0-2 now to Ostvik. And she pops one up. It's into shallow center. Going out is the second baseman. She makes the grab, running into her right fielder, Reagan Dean. And the catch is made. And we now got 2 away. Now at the plate, left-hander Luna Burns. Bunt laid down. It's beautiful on the line. And Burns down to first base. Now at the plate for the Panthers, here's Taylor Shack. Shack swinging at the first one. It's going to go foul. Shack 0 for 1 in the ball game. And sees strike 2 there. The count now 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on off the first baseman's glove. And she pulls her foot on the play. And South Medford with 2 outs has runners on the corners. Tough play there for the Tide. And the Panthers with a chance to strike here in the third. Leah Gomez will step into the batter's box. Hitting from the left side, 0 for 1 in the ball game so far. Looking to put the Panthers on the board. So Gomez now to try to get the Panthers on the board here in the bottom of the third, trailing by 4. First pitch in there at the knees for a strike. Next one in the same spot for strike 2, and Gomez now behind. No balls and 2 strikes. Swings at this one. It's to the third baseman. Throw to first in time. And Glencoe will get out of it without giving up a run. The Panthers leave 2 runners on. And we'll head to the top of the 4th. Glencoe still leads it 4-0. You're listening on TibleRockSports.net. Back after a word from State Farm and Twin Creeks Retirement.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can, as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning
Back on Timber Rock Sports, top of the 4th inning with the Crimson Tide leading South Medford 4-0. Panthers twice have left 2 runners on in the ball game, yet to score. Some errors in the 3rd allowed the Tide to put up 3 runs. Only one of those earned. Bunt laid down here, taken by the 3rd baseman. Throw to first, not going to be in time. Ball off the fence, a throw to second, and the runner advances. Howell in there with a single and advancing to second on the air. Fans Road Credit Union is proud to partner with the Medford School District each year to bring you our touchdown 3-point field goal, and now here in the spring, our strikeout clubs, which raise money for North and South Medford athletics. Also, a Table Rock Sports thank you to Steve Vincent and Avista Utilities in Southern Oregon for over 15 years of sponsorship to support our live streaming coverage. Table Rock Sports would also like to thank Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less in Southern Oregon in helping us highlight our teams and student athletes. If you shop at Sherm's, they will save you money. McKenna Petrick at the base, at the plate, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Has a runner in scoring position with no outs here in the fourth. Pops this one up. It'll be taken by your second baseman, Kaufman. She makes the grab, and there's one away. Amelia Buska now coming to the plate. Cooper delivers. She drives one out into right field. That's going to score one. And Buska now 2 for 3 in the ball game. Buska advancing over to second. Allison Glaze at the plate, swings at that one. Gets underneath it and fouls it off into the backstop. Cooper delivers the 1-1. It's going to be low for ball 2. This one hit to the shortstop. Throw to first is going to be in time, but Mia Durst being pulled off of the bag there. I don't know if she was pulled off the bag or if she just came off. Looked like she came off a little early with the runner advancing to third, just trying to make that throw over and get the runner advancing from second to third in Buska. Fairmont now at the plate. Looks to lay down a bunt. Pulls back on the ball low. Stealing second is Allison Glaze. And that one outside for ball 2. So with one out, Fairmont has a chance to extend the lead with 2 runners in scoring position. And that one's going to be outside as well. And the count now 3-0. That one's outside. A 4-pitch walk for Fairmount. And they'll pinch run for her. Coming in to run is Riley Marion. Pitch outside. To Kendall Mishler. 1 out, bases loaded. Mishler swings and drives this one off the glove of the Panthers' third baseman. Shortstop Shack was able to grab it, and a heads-up play by the Panthers with Gray getting back to the bag. Shack able to make the out at third. 1 run will cross, though, for Glencoe. Makes it 6-0. And we'll have a pinch runner over at first. That's Allie Mayer. Ball hit, swinging at the first pitch. Coming in from right field is Keyser. She makes the grab, and that'll do it for the top of the 4th. Glencoe will leave 2 runners stranded. They score 1 as we head to the bottom half of the inning. Here from Lutheran Driveway Fields, it's Glencoe 6, South Medford 0. Back after a word from Abby's Pizza and Lippard's Carpet One.
Whether you're finding flooring inspiration online or exploring our design tools at Lippard's Carpet One, Lippard's creates a shopping experience that's simply irresistible. Your seamless experience awaits at the Shine and Save event. Waterproof click flooring, $249. USA-made laminate and carpet, just $199 and 99 cents a square foot. Only at Lippard's Carpet One, Medford and Grants Pass.
The fan favorite Foremost is back at Abby's. 4 pizzas, 1 legendary meal. Pepperoni, cheese, Hawaiian, and Abby's special all in 1 square. It's hip to be square, but only for a limited time. Order the Foremost at abbys.com before it's gone. Dinner for under $20? Done. A large Hawaiian is on sale Monday through Thursday at your neighborhood Abby's. Canadian bacon, sweet Dole pineapple, hand-rolled dough. Feed the family for less. That's legendary. That's Abby's.
Back on Table Rock Sports, bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss there by Ashlyn Cooper, leading things off for the Panthers. Swings and drives this one down the right field line and foul. Cooper now behind 0-2. Cooper drives it into right, and it'll be caught by Reagan Dean. Adele Gunter at the plate, swinging at the first offering from Fairmont. Fouls it off. Hits the next one to the shortstop. She scoops it up. Play to first is in time, but it's in and out of the glove of Lexi Brester. So Gunter going to come out as she's catching. They'll get Olivia Salas or Salas to come in and run for her. Promise you, I'll make sure to clarify all these last names and everything with Coach Gillespie the first chance I get. This is our first outing of the year with Panthers softball. We will make sure we get everything correct. Kaufman at the plate. Fouls that one into the backstop. This one, a soft one in the air, and it's going to go foul. That one, change up. Low for ball one. Count now, 2-1 for Kaufman. She hits this one to the second baseman off the glove. They'll get a throw to first. They'll get her. She advances the runner over to second. And there's 2 away. This one hit straight to the second baseman, Allison Glaze. She makes the grab, and the Panthers leave one runner stranded. And we head to the top of the 5th. Glencoe 6, South Medford 0. Listening on TableRockSports.net. Back after a word from Southern Oregon University Athletics. Back on Table Rock Sports with your Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. Leadoff triple for Harlow Husan. Has a runner on third for the Crimson Tide. And at the plate is Reagan Dean. Dean 1 for 2 in the ball game. That pitch is high. And another one high. Makes it 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3-1 count for Reagan Dean. She has a runner in scoring position here in the top of the 5th. Our team leading at 6-0. And she's going to draw a 5-pitch walk. And now runners on the corner with nobody out. Ball back to the pitcher. Runner Dean will advance to second. One count now to Howell. Slaps that one to the shortstop. So the first is not in time. And a run will score for Glencoe. And that makes it 7-0. And back to runners on the corner. Here's one shallow right field. Keyser's going to get to it. 1 run will score. Now runners on first and second after a run scores. Makes it 8-0. A 1-0 pitch to Buska. Driven foul down the left field line. Buska 2 for 3 in the ball game. She's 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored on 2 hits and 1 RBI. That pitch is high. Runners are going to advance to second and third. And she drives this one out in the right. 1 run scores. The other one coming around, and 2 runs score on the single from Buska. That's going to make it 10-0 in favor of Glencoe, with nobody out. Allison Glaze now at the plate. Folks, Table Rock Sports welcomes back Lippert's Carpet One of Medford and Grants Pass and State Farm Insurance Agent Roy World of Medford. We thank them for partnering with Table Rock Sports again in 2026. They are 2 great additions to our sponsor roster. And for almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. They're locally owned and family run. Bill's Glass supports our schools and our communities. Buska advancing down to second base. Puts another runner in scoring position for the Tide for Glaze. And she's looking at a 2-0 count. Cooper to deliver the 2-0. And it's in there for a strike. The 2-1. Evens things up. 2-2. A 2-2, driven into right field. It's caught. And the runner will advance to third. No, it's the right here. Not going. This one driven into center by Fairmount, and it's caught, but it'll score another one for Glencoe. That's going to make it 11-0. Ball to third. It's cut. Well, South Medford has 3 outs here. They are going to need to score at least 2 if they want to keep this ball game going, as Glencoe leads it here in the 5th, 11-0. South Medford will have, let's see here. South Medford will have Keyser, Ostwick, and Burns come into the plate in the bottom half of the inning. Time called by head coach Wade Schulfed. And we're back to the action. First pitch in there for a ball to Riley Keyser. Fairmont, 52 pitches, came in the second inning. Has pitched the second, third, and fourth. Scoreless. Looking to close it out for the Tide here in the 5th. Panthers trying to keep this game alive. Got to score 2. And a swing and a miss. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed by Keyser. And there's one away. First pitch in there to Ostwick for a strike down low. South Medford needs her to get on base here. Change up. In there for a strike as well. And now Ostwick behind 0-2. The 0-2 pitch to Ostwick is high for a ball. Fairmont delivers the 1-2. And it's high, evening the count 2-2. Osvick having that one foul. Osvick, shallow fly ball. It's going to drop into the outfield for a base hit. She's heading to 2, and she's going to be out. And now South down to their final out. Luna Burns comes to the plate. Swings and misses, and she's now behind 0-1. That one just low. Evens the count back up. That one in the turf. And now Burns is ahead. 2-1. He fouls that one off, and the count even again now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stay tuned for the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role post-game show coming up at the conclusion. Visit travelmedford.org and search Know Your Role to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. We'll recap the scoring and stats, all coming up on the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role post-game show. Count now full to Luna Burns. Fairmont delivers. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it for game number 2. Glencoe wins game 1, 17-3. They win the second game 11-0. We'll take a break. We'll hear from Lithia Superstore and Heart Insurance along with the Know Your Role campaign. And we'll be back to wrap things up in just a moment.
Sports are in trouble, and officials are in extreme demand.
So we're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
parents, and community members.
What it takes is attention to detail,
A positive attitude and respect for the game.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
because the hard truth is,
No ref, no game. Play ball.
Back with the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role post-game show. South Medford loses Game 2, 11-0 to Glencoe. The varsity Panthers had trouble keeping up with Glencoe in the 11-0 loss this afternoon. Glencoe got on the board in the second inning after Huson doubled, scoring 1 run. Glencoe added to their early lead in the top of the third inning after South Medford committed an error. Fairmont singled to center field. Huson singled down the right field line, each scoring 1. Glencoe scored 5 runs on 4 hits in the top of the fifth inning. Howell singled, scoring 1. Petrick singled, scoring 1. Buska singled, scoring 2. And Fairmont hit a sacrifice fly, scoring 1. Brester earned the win for Glencoe, starting the game. She gave up 0 hits on 0 runs over 1 inning, striking out 1 and walking none. Ashland Cooper took the loss for South Medford. The pitcher went 5 innings, giving up 11 runs, 8 earned on 13 hits, striking out 3 and walking 3. It's good to note that Fairmont came in the second inning for the Tide. She pitched the second, third, fourth, and fifth, giving up no runs to the Panthers in a terrific outing for her. Ostvik, Gunter, Burns, and Shack each collected 1 hit for South Medford in the ballgame. Glencoe had 13 hits in the game. Buska and Huson each collected 3 hits. Buska led Glencoe with 3 runs batted in. The third baseman went 3 for 4 on the afternoon. Mischler collected 2 hits for Glencoe in her 4 at-bats. South Medford will face Sherwood on Monday. Their next game, that will be in the North Medford Spring Break Tournament. They will play Sherwood on Monday at 2 o'clock. Then they've got Sprague on Monday at 6 o'clock. Then Tuesday, they have West Salem at 2 o'clock and Barlow at 6 o'clock. So 4 games in 2 days on Monday and Tuesday for the Panthers in the North Medford Spring Break Tournament coming up. Tough afternoon for the Panthers in this one. They lose game 1, 17-3. They lose game 2, 11-0. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in and watching this afternoon's broadcast. I'd like to thank South Medford High School Athletic Director Patrick Grady for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. And today's broadcast, thank you to our officials and both head coaches. Again, the final scores, Glencoe 11, South Medford 0. With my cameraman, David Alvarez, I'm Joseph Brett. Your executive producer today has been Joe Brett. Thanks for watching, everybody. And till Monday, we'll see you. We'll have the 6 o'clock game against Sprague here on Table Rock Sports. For any other action, go to tablerocksports.net. Check out our Lithia Superstore Game Center and find all of the action that we're covering across the network. Softball and baseball season getting underway. Spring is officially here. We will see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and good night.